Alright friends, let's assume we have an SNR level here and the candles are moving toward this SNR level. Here, the line is broken and the trend continues downward. Now, let's consider that a trend reversal occurs from this point and the trend starts moving upward with the candles turning green and moving higher. This candle here becomes very important for us. When this candle reaches our SNR level exactly where it touches the line, you'll notice the line was suddenly broken. This means that a support level was broken and is now acting as resistance. As soon as the candle touches this line, right at the point of contact, we need to open a downward trade. Here, we open a downward trade. It's possible that the price may move a bit higher, but that's okay. After the initial break on the first touch after the break, we wait for confirmation. The break should be clear, meaning the candles should form below the line again. Now a few candles might move up, and once they reach this line, as soon as the price touches it, we open a trade. You can see here that our candle forms a shadow and then moves downward, closing like this. Here we are profiting from this candle shadow. Now it may go even higher, or the body closes very close even here and has a small shadow. But this method works in most cases. The first encounter exactly, we can benefit from the shadow of this candle. Now let's go to MetaTrader. I have checked the market in the past, several different places. We will check what happened together. Then we will go to the broker and make several trades with this method. Well guys, we want to discuss this issue together. Let's check and see how it works. Let's consider an SNR level here. It can be drawn as two lines as well, which doesn't make much of a difference. As I mentioned, a complete breakout must occur. If the price touches the line and reverses immediately, it's not valid for us. The candles need to fully break above the line and form above it before turning back. In this case, if we look at the SNR level, there was an initial reaction, another touch, and then finally a full breakout. The candles formed above the line, a few candles closed above, and then the red candle moved downward. As soon as this candle touched the line, we should have opened a buy trade. The idea is to profit from the shadow of this red candle. Although the next candle was green and moved upward, our focus is on the shadow of this red candle. As soon as it touches the line, we open a buy trade and we can profit from the shadow of this candle. Alright, now let me analyze this area that just occurred. Alright, let's take a look at this scenario, friends. Here, we have an SNR level. The price touched it once and reversed, and the shadow of the candle came back to touch the line again before reversing. A downtrend was formed, and then the price returned, breaking through the line. The candles formed above the line, and the first touch after the breakout is here. As soon as the shadow of this candle touched our SNR line, we should have opened an upward trade and we could have profited from the shadow of this candle. Now let's go back and check a few other spots in the past together. Alright friends, let's go back a bit. If we consider this area as an SNR level, and I'll quickly draw it here, so don't worry if it's not too precise. You can see that the trend moved downward, and we had an SNR level here. It broke through this line, went up, and then on the first touch after the breakout, we would open an upward trade. We could have profited from the shadow of this red candle. Now let's go to the chart together, analyze it, and place a few trades to see what the results will be. To easily and freely register with the Quotex broker, click on the link in the video description. Alright, as I explained earlier, after the breakout, a few candles formed below our SNR line. Then this green candle came up and touched the SNR line. As soon as it touched the line, I opened a downward trade, and now we'll wait for the trade to finish, aiming to profit from the shadow of this candle. It will certainly form a shadow. Yes, as you saw, this trade closed with a profit. My trade was placed a little above the line, which was a good spot, but we can see that the body of the candle closed just below our SNR line, leaving a small gap. Even if the trade had been opened exactly on the line, we still could have profited. And if the trade had been placed when the price moved even higher, it would have been even better. Alright guys, as I explained, when the SNR level is broken on the retracement, the first time a candle touches that SNR line, we open the trade at that exact point. We can profit from the shadow of that candle. In this case, my trade was opened a little higher, but as you can see, I still managed to execute a successful trade and make a profit. If I had been able to open the trade exactly on the SNR line, my margin of safety would have been greater. It was opened slightly higher, but fortunately it still closed with a profit. Alright, pay attention here guys. This SNR level we have was acting as support at first, but it was broken by this big red candle. On the retracement, both the next candle and the green one had long shadows, meaning we could have opened trades on either of these and profited from their shadows. The price hit the SNR below, bounced back up, and the level acted as resistance. We saw some reaction from the candles, with a weak downtrend forming with two red candles, followed by a strong green candle. This resistance was broken again, and on the next candle, as soon as it touched the SNR again, I opened an upward trade and was able to profit from the shadow of that candle. Even during the retracement, when the support turned into resistance and then broke again, we were still able to make a profit from the price movement on the return. And even if we had traded on the next candle, you can see that it has a long shadow as well, and we could have profited from that one too. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I think we've done enough trades and covered the necessary explanations. Make sure to practice this strategy on a demo account first. The entry point in this strategy is very important, and I hope you can make good profits from it. I'll show you 2 more videos from the channel that you can check out if you're interested. Dear friends, to make sure you don't miss any of our videos, please subscribe to the BS Academy channel. Also, activate the notification bell so that you are informed as soon as we publish new videos. Thank you for your support.